At 1200 hours, the boat started going downwind with the south breeze pushing them under the Bosphorus Bridge. They all chose the European side of the channel in order to get the favour of the current and sail faster. They were so determined to win that they were sailing a few metres from the shore, risking touching the dock. This unique spectacle gathered thousands of people all around the racing area. It is so unique to see so many boats crossing the channel and fighting for the precious trophy of the Bosphorus Cup. After passing the first bridge, the wind then dropped to 4 knots, and it was the current that pushed the boats towards the first mark. Tens of boats gathered as close to the shore as possible in order to get favourable current. Then they crossed the channel vertically and headed towards the Asian side of Istanbul. After a downwind leg with lots of ups and downs, the boats reached the first mark. The top crews were far ahead and rounded the mark without any problems. However, when the wind dropped to 4 knots, the rounding got too crowded and the boats were trying not to hit one another. After a very strong competition, the first boat finished in front of the Rainer Club with hundreds of fans cheering it home. The crews are not used to having such a large audience since most of the times they race alone offshore. This experience was provided by the event's title sponsor, Shop & Miles, which arranged for this great racing environment.
We're so happy to welcome so many sailors and also our clients in this beautiful day with sunny weather and also windy, of course, for the sailors. They appreciate it a lot. It's been 10 years that we're sponsoring this event, and we're so happy that we are the longest sponsors of these kind of events. We believe that it's very important to have this continuity while you're making such sponsorships. We're so happy to welcome everybody here.
Let's have a look at the results. After 3 races, there is still no clear leader. There are slight differences and everything can change during the last races. The Bosphorus Cup has one more day with windward-leeward races, and many things can change out in the sea. Fourth and final day for the most prestigious sailing event in Turkey, and the heat was on for the medals. After a hard race inside the Bosphorus Strait with shifty winds, currents and tricky weather, everything could change during the last day since 3 races were scheduled. The crews arrived early in the morning to prepare their boats and sails with the wind close to 0 knots. However, the weather forecast showed that a north breeze would come in the afternoon, and everybody expected a race with light winds in the morning and medium until later. And that's how it turned out. The first race started with extremely light wind, and the boats were spread all over the starting line, with many of them risking an early start. Very quickly, Orient Express took the lead, while Pravetsa 5 did an excellent start and a quick tack to the left side. Nothing changed at the top mark, and the boats started going downwind, hoisting their spinnaker in a straight line. However, the wind dropped to 2 knots and increased again with a slight change in direction, causing a lot of ups and downs. After a quick left leg, Orient Express rounded the first mark at the top spot, while Preveza 5 did an excellent rounding at the second place. Despite a damage in the spinnaker, Fenerbahce 1 was among the leading boats.
If the wind is like this, we don't have many chances. Our spinnaker has been damaged yesterday, and I'm the spinnaker trimmer, and I'm so unhappy about it. So if the weather conditions will be like this, I hope this will be the last race.
Everything would be decided during the last and windy race, where the boats gathered at the pin end with Hagia Sophia in the background. Orient Express was really fast and did an excellent upwind, while its opponents sailed close, blocking each other's wind. The top crews did an excellent job in hoisting the spinnaker, while some others had lots of problems. The wind increased a bit and the boats picked up some speed, with their crews in absolute coordination. Sailing the Bosphorus Cup is really competitive and exciting at the same time.
The Bosphorus Cup is a very unique race. I raced around Italy, around Greece, and around a lot of European places. And the Bosphorus is a very tricky place because it has current, and it's the best place to race in the world. So I advise everybody to come around and at least once in their lifetime make sure they race the Bosphorus Cup.
Sailing and organising events like this need absolute coordination and accuracy, and Coram, the official timekeeper of the event, did its best to help.
Bosphorus Cup we are doing since 10 years. This is the 10th edition now. As Istanbul is becoming as a brand name for the world, for the visiting, and also the Bosphorus Cup is very interesting because it's a unique moment you can sail on the Bosphorus.
After 5 races, the final results are as follows. The winner is Preveza 5, with Matrak and Hedef Yelkin being the winners of the IRC2 and IRC3. At the same time, FS Zigzag and Wings Ekimiz won the IRC4 and IRC5. The winner of the Bosphorus Trophy is Preveza 5, which was very competitive and stable during all races.
Since we have started the Bosphorus Cup event and the Bosphorus Cup brand name in 2002, after a few years we decided to have a new trophy to represent the event and also to somehow represent Istanbul and the Bosphorus. Since 2004, this cup became the highlight of the Bosphorus Cup, and it also became the dream of any Turkish yachtsman to be able to lift this cup. The designer has focused on 2 things in this cup. One is the 2 legs are representing 2 continents, and the silver piece is representing the victory and competition between 2 continents. So this is the story of the Bosphorus Cup, and you will see the cup more often in the coming years.
the prize-giving ceremony was held in the Galatasaray island. All the sailors arrived early in the afternoon looking really exhausted, but very satisfied.
Sailing in the Bosphorus very beautiful because of very beautiful area here. But this year it was very hard because of the wind. Every time changed north and the south coast. But at the end of the 4 days, we come first in our group, so we are very happy.
The winners took their prizes and Provetsa 5 was awarded the precious Bosphorus Cup trophy. The 10th anniversary of the Bosphorus Cup was a great event for the participants and the audience, and the event organisers promised to make the next edition even better. So stay tuned for more news from the Bosphorus Cup.